There are a lot of irritating things in Call of Duty Zombies, but which 5 are the most irritating of them all? Let's take a look. Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5 most irritating things in World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 Zombies. Now, I'm not going to be including any of the zombie bosses, as I just feel as if they would dominate the list, so I'm going to be excluding all bosses, and it's just going to be 5 aspects of the game which, really annoy me. So, with that clarified, let's move on to the list. And coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the Nova Crawlers from Black Ops 1. Now, the Nova Crawlers make an appearance in 3 maps, Kino de Toten, 5, and they're also in Moon, but they're slightly different in Moon because they teleport around the map, which is a bit weird, I thought. But I just feel as if these guys always seem to sort of escape the debates when we talk about annoying things in zombies. No one really talks about them, and I don't really know why, because for me personally, they really do get on my nerves. So when they're killed, they leave this big sort of gas, obviously the Nova gas, they leave like a big puff of gas, and when your character walks through it, you can see in this clip, your vision goes blurry, which is quite annoying in itself. But the thing which really annoys me is the fact that some of them explode once they're killed. And if your character is near the explosion, your screen goes, as you can see literally right there, your screen goes severely blurred, you get very disorientated, you get this really annoying high pitch, it's like ringing from the character, and I just feel as if they just don't need to be in the map. So I guess obviously they're trying to bring a different variety of zombie out, but I don't know, they're just really really annoying. And the fact that they're not as tall as the normal zombies either. So when you're training, obviously you've got the normal zombies, and then you have the Nova Crawlers. And the Nova Crawlers are a lot lower to the ground than the zombies are. So when you aim down sights to shoot the zombies, your character will always just automatically just aim at the zombie, not the Nova Crawlers, which means that you don't really kill the Nova Crawlers unless you sort of like manually aim down. And I don't know, they're just really, really irritating, I think. But they do have a good side to them. So when you shoot them and you kill a Nova Crawler, the big explosion that occurs once you kill them is actually capable of killing the normal zombies as well. So you can use that to help you out when you're training, which I guess is pretty cool. But overall, I don't really like them. So they come in at the number 5 spot. Now, coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the Maze from Buried off Black Ops 2. Now, the maze is, part of the map which is between the mansions where the witches are and Pack-a-Punch. And, the amount of times where, you just want to quickly get from the mansion to Pack-a-Punch, upgrade your weapon, and then just, get back to the main area of the map and carry on with the game. You want to do that just every time, but oh no. You've got to go through this stupid maze where it takes you, if you're lucky, probably 2 minutes to navigate it. It's quite a large area of the map as well. The maze is quite big, and it can take you quite a few minutes to properly navigate it. And it's just so annoying. You can see in this clip here, I'm running around, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo where I'm going. But to be fair, if you do have the paralyzer, you can sort of fling yourself over the green gates, which are in certain areas of the maze. But if you don't have the paralyzer, then you're forced to run around and try and find your way to the main, to Pack-a-Punch or to the mansion, whichever way you're going. But yeah, I just feel as if it's just an unnecessary part of the map which they just didn't need to bring in. But I don't know, it's just something which just bugs me quite a bit. So I always try and get my hands on the paralyzer, mainly because obviously it's a really good weapon, but it just helps you just cut out this part of the map. So yeah, just quite annoying, I think, and I think it does deserve a spot on this list. So it comes in at number 4. Now, the number 3 spot belongs to the Lava from Black Ops 2 on Transit, Farm, Town, and Bus Depot. So it's on all of the green run maps. I guess you could say Diner as well on Turned. It is on that. So, but yeah, the Lava is just. I mean, nobody likes the Lava. It's just everywhere, especially on Town. It covers a majority of the map and transit. It's not so bad on farm. There's only a little bit outside the farmhouse, but on town and transit especially, the lava is just everywhere and you just cannot escape it. There's going to be times where, you know, you're running around and you know, you're getting burnt by the lava, you got zombies hitting you, and then, you know, you go down. It's just an absolute nightmare, you know, to deal with. So it's just something which is not a single player enjoys, the lava. But another thing which really annoys me about the lava is zombies which are on fire due to running through the lava. If you shoot them or kill them, then they explode, and you know, that explosion does damage you, it does blur your vision, it does disorientate you, and it's an absolute pain in the ass to deal with. Like I said, it's not too bad on farm. You can sort of get away with it on farm, but town and transit, and I guess bus depot as well, it's just you know, a constant annoyance to the player. You see, okay, so I think you might see it in this clip. Once the zombies explode, it makes the character just, you know, get all disorientated, really annoying, and it does deserve a spot on this list. So it comes in at number 3. Now we're moving on to the number 2 spot. We have the moon, where you've got to go back to the main frame twice to get Juggernog or Speed Cola or Area 51, I should say. Now this is just, I mean, I don't have a clue what what Treyarch were thinking when they made this sort of aspect of the game. So Moon is just an all-around terrible map. I'm not a fan of Moon, really. I don't like anything about the map. I don't like the gravity. I don't like the boss. I don't like the excavators. I don't like the teleporting crawlers. I do not like anything about it. And the fact that you've got to go back to Area 51 twice, not once but twice, to get Juggernog back or Speed Cola is just, it's just absolutely ludicrous. So you know, if when you start the game, you're at Area 51, you buy Juggernog, happy days, right? You go through the teleport to go into Moon, blah blah blah. Then what happens? Oh look, the big old Ashendor headbutts you, sends you off to another area of the map, and you lose Juggernog. Right, so now you gotta go back to the area 51, go through the entire map of Moon, go through the teleporter, back in area 51, then you gotta go back through the teleporter again, or run around the entire map again, and then go back to area 51 twice to get Juggernog back. And that's a solid 5 minutes probably. That's a good solid 5 minutes without Jug on a stupid map. You know, you've got these stupid crawlers running after, you've got low gravity, you've got the boss that follows you around, and it's a tough map. And I don't know what they were thinking when they made it. You know, going back to area 51 once would be bad enough, but the fact that you've got to do it twice is just absolutely ridiculous. So like I said, a really disappointing map. I did not like Moon at all. It's one of my least favourite maps from, you know, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 and World at War. I didn't really play it an awful lot, and yeah, I just think that the fact you've got to go back to Area 51 twice to get Juggernog or Speed Cola is just absolutely ridiculous. So it comes in at the number 2 spot. But there's one thing in Zombies which annoys me even more than that, and that is on Nuketown, where the perks spawn in at a random time of the game. Now, I mean, it's just, where do I even start with this? So in this clip here, it's round 4, and I get Pack-a-Punch. I get given Pack-a-Punch on round 4. What use is that to me on round 4? I have 600 points, I have an M14 and a pistol with no ammo, and the game thinks it's a good idea to give me Pack-a-Punch. But what? Who thought this? Why was that even an idea? And the fact that they've actually consciously made the decision to implement that into the game is mind-boggling. It really is. It's just the next level of stupidity from Treyarch to put this in the game. I mean, you know, if you're lucky, Juggernog will appear in the first 2 drops. If Juggernog isn't in the first 2 drops, you're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna really struggle to survive without Jug on this map, you know, past round 10. Like, Nuketown is a difficult map. It's really hard. Even with Juggernog, it's a tough map. But the game actually, Treyarch expect you to get, you know, to round 10, even 15, sometimes without Juggernog, which is absolutely stupid. Nine times out of 10, you know, if you don't get Jug before round 10, you're probably going to go down, and you know, it's just, there's no point playing the game. You might as well just restart and just keep going until you get Juggernog on, you know, in the first 2 drops. When you're playing on solo play, the first drop is always quick revive, and then you know, you go from there. But when you're playing on multiplayer, it's just completely random. But I don't know what they were thinking with this. You know, like I said, you get given Pack-a-Punch sometimes on round 4, which is just absolutely useless. You might as well just restart the game and go again, because you know there's just no point playing when you know you're not going to survive without Jug. So the most idiotic thing Treyarch have ever done in Zombies, I think, was this concept. It's only this thing, you know, this concept only appears in Nuketown. You know, Shangri-La and Shinonuma have random perk locations, but at least you can buy it on the round which you want to. Nuketown, you get given a random perk at a random stage of the game, and it's just completely just stupid. So it's got to come in at the number 1 spot. Now, because this is such a diverse list, there are a lot of things which annoy me in Zombies. We actually have 2 things which have made the honourable mentions list, although this is of course a list that you don't want to be on. But we have 2 things which annoy me in Zombies which didn't quite make the list. And the first thing is the elevators or the lifts from Die Rise. Now, this is the one thing which people disliked about Die Rise. You know, the fact that the lifts just sort of take ages, you know, to come down or go up, or, you know, whatever you want to do with them. But for me personally, I didn't actually mind the lifts that much. You know, yes, they are quite annoying. It is quite boring when you're trying to wait for a lift to come down or come up. You know, you're sort of hanging around, just, you know, waiting a bit. And yeah, that is quite annoying. That did quite irritate me. But you can obviously get the key and you can put it in the lock, and then the lift will come down. But I don't know, for me personally, I didn't mind them all that much. Obviously, yes, they did annoy me when I was waiting for them, but still, I don't think they're as bad as a lot of people make them out to be. So yeah, I just think that while they are annoying, they're not as annoying to me personally as a lot of other people. So I'm going to put them onto this list. And the second thing which has made this honourable mentions list is the Verrückt sprinters from World at War. Now these type of zombies only appear from Verrückt. So obviously you've got the normal runners, and then you have the Verrückt sprinters. As you can see, this zombie here in this clip. Now these run at the same speed as the character does when you're not sprinting. So when you just, as you can see, when you're just walking normally, the sprinters keep up pace with you, which makes them really fast. Now you can actually outrun them, obviously, but you've got to make sure that you're sprinting. And these things are just quite annoying because with Verrückt, it's a very glitchy map, and when the zombies hit you, they sort of like go through like the character and they sort of like go inside. It's really glitchy. But it's even worse with the sprinters because they move so quickly. They're always literally right behind you, and it makes training really difficult on Verrückt. Obviously, you've got the normal zombies, that, you know, the normal runners by themselves, and then you got the sprinters, which are literally always right behind you. There's always a gap between the sprinters and the runners, which made Verrückt a really difficult map. But saying that, Verrückt is one of my favourite maps. I love the challenge which Verrückt has. I love the level of difficulty, especially on the World at War version. But yeah, the sprinters are quite irritating to a lot of people. They are slightly annoying to me. They do annoy me sometimes. You can see them here, all running towards me. But yeah, as I said, I do like Verrückt. It's a pretty cool map. Like I said, I love the challenge that it has. But man, the sprinters do sometimes get on my nerves. So again, I'm going to put them onto the honourable mentions list. So thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It of course does always mean a lot. And leave your thoughts down below in the comment section of your top 5 most irritating things from World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 zombies. Perhaps the mud from Origins should be on my list, or maybe even the Pack-a-Punch on Transit. But leave your thoughts down below, and please make sure that you check out some of my other videos. I have done an entire playlist based on different top 5 zombie lists, so please make sure that you check them out as well. So thank you again for watching, and I will be back soon with another video. Goodbye.